Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. I'm having like the weirdest day. This is like the second time I've had to wear my hat in videos. My hair is like really dirty. Um, just because I'm running out of time. Like I don't even understand where it went. I don't know what happened. Um, seriously, everything is taking 450 times longer than it normally does or should while I'm like trying to do stuff, and I'm just like, okay, so I'm late. It's perfect. It's great. Hey Becky. Okay, I want to remind everybody in the chat right now that tomorrow night in Villa Rica at a place that I've forgotten. It's in the events calendar. And I've shared it on Metaphysical Roundtable on Facebook. Thank you, Becky. She is having a Reiki circle tomorrow. Very excited about this. I think this is going to be awesome. High vibing health. Thank you, Becky. Because I was like, I can't remember. If you are looking for it on Facebook, it's going to be under Gypsy Soul Surfer. It's also on Metaphysical Roundtable. Like I've shared it as well. So I'm very excited about this, and I'm like, yeah, so far so good. I have everything planned out so that I will be there on time. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, you know. And that's the thing. Mercury is going retrograde April 1st. Thank you for reminding me, Alethea. I'm telling you, Mercury's going retrograde April 1st, and I have been feeling it for about a week. Everything that could go like weird with my new website transition has. Okay, granted, I did not go to school for this, but that's okay. I had some weird invader on my email account, so I've created a new email account, and that's it right there. jennifer.metaphysicalroundtable@gmail.com. Now, also, when I do finally get everything over to my new website, I will be posting more of the documents that I've been talking about. I cannot update on my old website right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's going on. It's a new company. Like my old website company was bought out, and it's weird. So I'm just kind of dealing with that. And I have lost almost all of my email contacts. So if at one time you were a subscriber, when I get my new website done and uploaded and it's live, you may have to resubscribe. Okay. But I'll make a big announcement. I'll put it out there, and we'll get you going back in sync. So tonight I thought we would talk about Lilith. So there's a couple of places that refer to, hey Kelsey, there's a couple of places that refer to Lilith as Black Moon Lilith or Dark Moon Lilith or just the asteroid Lilith. The asteroid Lilith is a physical thing, right? Black Moon or Dark Moon Lilith is a point of the moon that's furthest away from the earth. It is not a real thing. It's just it's a space. It's a point of the moon that is furthest away from the earth. Okay. It represents several things. But you know how I am. Let's talk about the history a little bit. Okay. So first of all, the asteroid is the point of change as it's found between Mars and Jupiter. Again, a point of change. In history, okay, well, theoretically, all right, because I've never read this in any. I grew up in a Baptist church, so I don't know, like, if I had the full like view of the Bible. Like, I don't know. But I've never read about Lilith in the Bible being Adam's first wife. Lilith was considered a she-dom, a female demon. Seems kind of rude. Because she was banished from the Garden of Eden for choosing not to obey Adam. Well, I mean, come on. And although they were created equals from the same source of clay at the same time, Adam wanted Lilith to be subservient to him, something which she refused. I mean, can't really say that I blame her, you know, if that's the case. But I don't know that I don't know if that's like a real thing, if it's just like mythology. Like I don't know. So I would be really interested to see like what you guys think, because I think we've all, like, some of us grew up in some very, you know, we all had different religious backgrounds or whatever, and now like I believe in every religion, so it's a different place for me. But I, as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult, I never read about Lilith in the Bible. So here we go. All right, so in astrology, all right, I want to show you, excuse me, seriously, not coughed all day. Get on with you guys, and also out of water. That's great. So Lilith is on your chart. Well, let me rephrase that. Lilith is on most of the charts. The one that I had laid out to use had Lilith on it. You know, I've been sitting here looking for it, because why would I have it out in the proper place on a live show? Why would I do that? That would be great, you know. Well, hello. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys like the cap. It's really just because my hair is dirty. And I had to redo 2 videos for last week, and my hair was dirty then too. So the cap has just been sitting right here, and I've just been like, you know, using it a lot. Okay. I really feel like I have this. Looking for it. Okay, is Lilith on here? All right, it's just a little symbol. It's kind of like, remember how I showed you guys the one that looks like a key? It looks like an OK, and that's Chiron. The one for Lilith is it's also a little symbol on your chart. And usually people are like, I don't know what this is. This doesn't say, and it's the place on the moon that is furthest away from the earth at the time you were born. And since it's not a physical place, or it's just a point, right? It does denote our carnal desires or our need for empowerment. Yeah. I mean, coming from the reformed slut, I think that like my carnal desires may have been out of control in my 20s and 30s. Probably. It's just very interesting to me. It's important to understand, I'm reading this from some of my notes and from a website, to understand the different types of Lilith and their energies. Okay. So really, the Black Moon Lilith is the divine energy that allows us to harness our innate power. Okay. Like it doesn't want us to hold back. It wants us to just go, right? It's an incredible little piece of information there, an incredible little power. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. But I feel like, wait a minute. I think I may have it. Okay, great. I have a chart, but it doesn't show Chiron or Lilith. Like, how freaking helpful. I mean, I'm doing real good. And really, I know we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, but I was feeling this shit last week. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I like had to pull all of my, I had to recover all of my recordings for last week for the new moon in Pisces. So that was a lot of fun. I do not want to do that every week. But, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, I found it. This is at least what we're looking for. Okay. Like, my fingernails are, I've been out in the garden. Sorry. Oh, can you see that? There is Lilith. It is right above my north node. Do you see the little moon with the plus sign below it? You see that? My Lilith is located on this chart. It's located between Pluto and North Node. That's what you're looking for on your chart. Okay. And this is the Cafe Astrology. So this is going to be this is going to be a good place for you to look for it. Okay. Cafe Astrology. So hello, Michelle. So I am truly excited about the about the Lilith, because I think that there's a lot of interesting things about Lilith. I love the whole carnal aspect of it, especially from someone who talks about sex as much as I do. I mean, oh my gosh. We're looking for Lilith, Kelsey. I'm so sorry. We're looking for Lilith. Lilith is it's a little quarter moon with a plus sign underneath it. So I'm going to show you that again, because now I have to find it again. Oh, wait. Okay. I don't really know why this has like 3. Oh, that's conjunctions. Here we go. All right. Do you see the Lilith there? Do you see what this is for my chart? It's not for everyone's. I'm just showing you what the Lilith symbol looks like, okay? It's that moon with the plus sign underneath it. It's right in between my Pluto and my North Node down at the bottom. You see? Lilith. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. It is going to be on especially Cafe Astrology. Again, Cafe Astrology gives us some really good information about, like, it gives a lot of written information about our charts, okay? So we're looking at the Black Moon Lilith, all right? It represents our darker, deeper natures that may be repressed or buried. My Lilith is in Scorpio. That's a very interesting thing. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a fun one. Okay. So Lilith believes that no one should have to settle, especially at the hands of the patriarchy. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm just like looking at this and going, this is so fantastic. Black Moon Lilith wants us to fight back by leaning into our shadow side and not compromising in any aspect of life, especially our sex lives. Using intuition, strength, and alchemy to unapologetically manifest greatness in our personal lives is the best way to create greatness and to attain our goals. I love this. I love this. So I think this is really interesting. And here's some interesting things. Black Moon Lilith entered Leo on January 8th of 2023. It will be there until I think it's in Virgo right now. Yeah. So Black Moon Lilith is currently in Virgo. Okay, yours is in Aquarius? Interesting. Okay, so let's start like looking at these. Okay, I'm going to read some, I'm going to read from, ooh. Okay, let me put Black Moon Lilith, come back, calculator. Oh, I don't need the calculator. Okay, so I've got two explanations here. And then I'm gonna read like the different ones in the different signs. Okay, again, Black Moon Lilith does not exist. I am reading from The Cut. The Cut, it's an article that was written on November 24th of 2022. Okay, so Black Moon Lilith is a location, not a celestial being. We did say that. So this is, again, it's the furthest space away from, it's the furthest space on the moon away from the Earth. Let's see. Again, I'm seeing Adam's first wife. Okay, this says that Black Moon Lilith is like a void. It's an absence. It's a missing piece. So it represents our deepest repressed desires that yearn to be expressed. Well, that's interesting. It speaks to the darkest part of ourselves that we're often afraid to acknowledge, or where we feel criticized or misunderstood. When we choose to explore these empty spaces in our own stories, we can excavate incredible discoveries about the most hidden parts of ourselves, our desires, our autonomy, our will, and our freedom. I do love this. I do love this explanation. I think this is why I had it like bookmarked. Because I really do like this explanation. So it's kind of cool. Okay, so this has a synopsis. So I'm going to go through these really fast. Does everybody know where their Black Moon Lilith is? Have you found it on your chart, or are you just writing it down so you can look it up later? Like, that's cool too. I'm good with that. Okay, I may have to like stop and pour some water if I can get this open. Do y'all see what I mean? Like, everything is taking so much time. What is going on? Okay, I'm just gonna start reading these because I can't get this open. Black Moon Lilith in Aries is about success, competition, and winning. In Taurus, it's about your worth, values, and consistency. In Gemini, it's communication, information, and influence. In Cancer, it's nurture, support, and sensitivity. In Leo, it's visibility, spotlight, and courage. Interesting. In Virgo, it's structure, organization, and healing. In Libra, it's about partnership, commitment, and balance. In Scorpio, it's about transformation, metamorphosis, and depth. In Sagittarius, it's expansion, wisdom, and exploration. In Capricorn, it's determination, ambition, and motivation. In Aquarius, it's rebellion, activism, and progress. And in Pisces, it's intuition, creativity, and psyche. This is what we are afraid to express, or we yearn to express. These are our repressed desires. And it's the part that we're afraid to acknowledge, or where we feel criticized or misunderstood. Now, again, mine is in Scorpio. I would say yes. I'm always afraid of the transformation. I'm always afraid of the change, because well, I mean, who isn't afraid of change, right? But I plan and plan and plan for change. And I still can't like make it all, you know, that's just me. I can't make it all come together like smoothly always. But it's like me starting this YouTube channel. If for those of you that are on YouTube or some of you are on Facebook, it's like me starting a new YouTube channel and doing it all like solo. It was a big deal for me. It was a big deal for me. I was using it to heal from something. I was using it to heal from a painful moment in my life and move ahead. And it was hard. It was hard and it was scary. And I look back at those videos that I made when I first started the channel, and I'm just like, ooh, oh God, no, no. So now I feel a lot more comfortable being just like solo by myself on the camera. It's a whole different place. And I feel like I've gone through like some of that shift. Now, as I understand it, and I could be wrong here, so if any of you find some additional information, I would love to hear it. When we are, excuse me, when we are in those, when Lilith is moving into different places, I think it's like any other kind of thing. We all feel it. You know, we all kind of feel that energy. And I think, and I'm not 100%, I think Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo right now, but I am about to check. Current placement. Okay, currently. Oh, here we go. Yeah, current position. How about that? Hey, Grace. My sun is Virgo and my Lilith is Scorpio. I get that fear of change. Oh, hun, we are sisters under the skin. My sun is Virgo and my Lilith is in Scorpio, and I have Capricorn rising. You know, I am not looking for change. I mean, that is some crazy stuff. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm coughing into the microphone. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm looking for where it is right now, and it is not telling me. Maybe on Astro. Let me go back to astro.com because I think that it has it on one of the sites that I look at. Pretty obvious. There we go. Astrology. Astrology Land. I love Astrology Land. Astrology Land is where I go to get the daily, you know, my daily stuff for the charts. Calculate. Okay, the Lilith is currently, oh good, it's not on this. That's just so perfect. Are you serious with me right now? Great. It doesn't show me where Lilith is on any of these. It shows me where Chiron is. That's great. Girl, and you got all that fire too? Sag moon and Leo rising? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to try again to see where Lilith currently is, but I cannot get a current daily chart. And the places that I use to get a current daily chart, it's not listing it right now. So, doing real good. Who doesn't love Mercury retrograde? It keeps saying 2023. I know it didn't like go away. But everything I'm looking at, it says 2023. Why would it just say 2023? I mean, did I miss a step? Are we in 2024? Really, this is fun. here we go. From October 3rd, 2023 to June 29th, 2024, it is in Virgo. So we're all feeling that need, or we're all feeling like we are not organized. We're not, we're all sort of feeling like we don't have enough structure. We don't have enough organization, and maybe that we're not healing enough. So that's sort of going on here. You know, that's really interesting. I do want to go through the meanings, some of the other meanings. Okay. These are a bit longer. So here we go. If you have Black Moon and Lilith in Aries, this placement wants you to take the lead and initiative in projects. Your go-get-em nature can lead to arguments with others down the road if people stand in your way of attaining your excellence. Winning is everything. There's no room for second place in any game. If you have if you are a Black Moon Taurus, Black Moon Lilith in Taurus, you need to treat yourselves instead of denying yourselves rest and relaxation. Acknowledging that your body is a temple and deserving of sensual and luxurious treatments is a key. Lean into earthly pleasures of the world. There is a fear of change and growth which can be detrimental. Boy, that's interesting. All right, if it's in Gemini, this is someone that may be holding back their words. Speaking up is a lifelong process, but it will be extremely rewarding and fulfilling in helping one to find their confidence and their voice. Find unique ways of expressing emotions so that you can be heard and understood. Because again, if you have Lilith, if you have Black Moon Lilith in Gemini, it's going to inhibit you from speaking up. Okay, Cancer. This is notoriously resisting acknowledging their sentiments and feelings for others and themselves. Having a good cry and releasing pent-up frustration can help, and making emotionally mature decisions can be helpful and invigorating. Remember, the road to healing takes time and it's a process. Let's don't forget that. I mean, it really does take time. It really does. I cannot believe that I cannot get this lid off. So I am going to try to do something really dangerous because I'm extremely clumsy. Can you believe this? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so funny. So I have a little water fountain over here for my cats, and they drink out of it all the time. And that's like the cat watering thing. I don't know if you can hear it, but every now and then, like, I'll get a new client and they'll hear the water thing, and they're like, "I'm so sorry to ask you this, but are you peeing?" And I'm like, "No, it's like my cat's like water fountain thing." And then sometimes I'll be pouring water into my mug here, and they're like, I'm sorry, do you need to go to the restroom?" I'm like, "I am pouring water. I am not urinating while I'm on the phone with a client." Can you imagine? I mean, that would be really sassy of me, wouldn't it? Yeah. And how am I supposed to read the chart and the cards from the bathroom? I mean, it's all the way across the room. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Back to this. Now, so that was Cancer. All right, let's continue good work here. Leo. These are people that are, if you have Black Moon, Lilith, and Leo, these people are destined for spotlight and fame so much that this placement pushes them towards greatness and success at the cost of others. It's acceptable for Black Moon Lilith in Leo to be selfish, glamorous, and fabulous. but they just need to retain, they need to remain optimistic. Okay, I think that's weird. I think that's weird because it says that this is something that you repress. So are you telling me that if you have Black Moon Lilith in Leo, that you should like go towards greatness at the cost of others? Because I think that's rude. Those are people that I don't like. Those are people that I have blocked on my phone currently. And by the way, this is just a little side note, and I've been telling everyone this. Just listen, okay? If there's somebody out there that is toxic in your life or that you don't like at all and you don't ever want to talk to them again, don't delete them from your phone, okay? Put them under like a really bad name or a really bad word, or just say absolutely not beside their name. That's what I do. And keep their phone number in your phone contacts, okay? And let me tell you why. Because when they view your profiles on different social media platforms, you can see that they've been stalking you. Yeah. Because even if they change their name, it still comes up as like in your contacts. And you're like, I don't know that name, but I see that I have that contact. I mean, we don't really do a lot of phone number changing these days, do we? I mean, I've had the same phone number on my cell phone since 2002. So, yeah. Anyway, back to work. Virgo. Those with Black Moon and Lilith in Virgo need to set boundaries and limits with others so that they aren't taken for granted by those that they care about. Also, they shouldn't have to hide their uptight vibe while pretending to be chill and laid back. Are they also speaking to Virgo sun? Because the only reason I'm like any kind of fun is because of that Gemini moon that I have. I mean, there's another Virgo sun that's in this chat, and she's got a Sagittarius moon. So you know she's a lot of fun at parties. Libra needs to stop overthinking and have fun. This placement wants people to stop worrying about the past and the future by living in the moment. After all, there's nothing more important than the precious present time. Wow. And a life that focuses on being in the here and now. Scorpio. Oh, here I am. Hey, Heather, by the way. Scorpio. Embracing one's sexuality is essential with Black Moon in Scorpio. This means people with Black Moon Lilith placement in Scorpio will lean into their kinks and be open about it. Wow. Okay. Never one to share secrets. They'll still have some tricks up their sleeve that no one knows about except for them. Interesting. Okay, Sagittarius. It's always a party when the Sag is around. You know, I can't disagree. I cannot disagree. This fiery placement of Black Moon Lilith is always needing to expand their minds. Calling with the new romantic prospects is gregarious by nature, and never letting anyone dim your light or over-the-top energy that makes you special. Be true to yourself at all times. I do love that. That's pretty accurate. Okay, Capricorn should take time to smell the roses and find balance. Well, that seems right. Being a wealthy CEO is just a status symbol and doesn't guarantee genuine happiness for the sea goat in the future. Take time away from the office and enjoy life. I like that. Aquarius, who had Black Moon Lilith in Aquarius? There's a possibility that Black Moon Lilith in Aquarius can be a little more clingy than usual when in relationships. and they can get up on their soapboxes to preach about their fanatical beliefs. However, it's for a good cause, which is why it's acceptable and an important humanitarian purpose. Do you do that, Kelsey? I can't picture you doing that, but maybe that's something you need to do. Okay, Pisces. Although they're known to be super creative and imaginative, they aren't great at tending to mundane tasks like keeping appointments, and paying bills on time. Their mutable and watery nature takes them to a different plane of existence. So they may need to pull their head out of the clouds a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Very interesting, very interesting. I'm not 100% sure I love those meanings. That is from, hang on, Refinery 29. I do look up a lot of stuff on Refinery 29, just to be honest with you. So I mean, I do like Refinery 29. That's not my favorite explanation though. I'll say that. Let's see, but I'm really excited that this means Lilith is moving into Libra in like the first part of July, or really the last day of June. It's moving into Libra. So we are all going to be affected by that. Maybe that's why I can't get anything organized. Maybe this is why I've been struggling so hard to get like the last bit of stuff organized. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I just have too much, like too much on my to-do list. Does that resonate with any of you? Are we trying to do too much this year? It is a 44-8 year, which does want us to do a lot. Okay. Then it's the year of the dragon, which again wants us to do a lot. But yeah, I'm tired. I will say, I think my favorite explanation for my Black Moon Lilith does come from Cafe Astrology, and I like it. I won't read it all to you, but I think that it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting. So definitely check out Cafe Astrology. And I have put it on here before. Let me see if I can get it back. Ticker. It's on here somewhere. Now this weird song is stuck in my head. Okay. Where is it? Show. Okay. Here is the websites that I use for everybody's charts. cafeastrology.com and astro.com. Astro.com, I think you guys know, that's the ones that I use charts for clients. It's where I store everything, and I love that site. But I like that site for the charts. I like Cafe Astrology for the explanations. The charts aren't bad. The charts are not bad. But are they my favorite? No, they're not. So I look at astro.com for the chart. If you want to see the explanation, go to Cafe Astrology. I will show you guys this again. This is my natal chart report. And that was free. That fat little report right there was free. They should be sponsoring me. I mean, really. Cafe Astrology. Okay. So I do really like this. I think this is a wonderful part of our chart that we need to explore. I do want to talk about the asteroids, but they're not they're not like huge, like hugely important to me in people's charts when I'm reading them, when I'm looking at them. I think the asteroids are sort of just like an extra flavor. It's like salt and pepper, you know, in a dish. It's not like, you know, it's not like the sauce. It's not like the turmeric that you put on stuff. Okay, that I put on stuff. It's just a little, it's just a little extra. It's just a little extra punch. It's just a little extra flavor. That's how I feel about the asteroids. It's not contagious. It's not a contagious opinion. So you do with what you will. I think, again, if you are interested in seeing the asteroids, or if you're interested in looking at the asteroids reports, I did that last week. I pulled up Cafe Astrology on the computer, and I showed you guys the, here it is. The asteroid report. It is called the Solar Rider. The Solar Rider Goddess. And it's not that expensive. It's like $5 or $6. And it does give you a really awesome list of the asteroids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of them. And they're all, of course, they're all female. It's Ceres, Pallas, Juno, Vesta, Hygienia, Ariadne, Europia, Pandora, I'm going to mispronounce this, Mimosan, Hecate, Cassandra, and Medea. So really, really cool there, people. And it also, when you get this report, here is the cool thing. It tells you, because you've put your chart and stuff into Cafe Astrology. And by the way, here's how thick this report is. Look at that fat daddy. This report is all about those asteroids, and it tells you specifically where it is in your chart. So it specifically goes through and says, this is what's happening. This is where they are in your chart. This is what's going on. It tells you what house they're in. It gives you an explanation. See, this is exactly what it says. It tells you exactly where it is for you. It tells you what house it's in. Mouse, can you not step on the keyboard and delete people? Thank you. I mean, why would he want to do that? But that's like what mine looks like. So it's kind of neat. And then you can go through and you read about each one and where it is in your chart. And just, you know, what it does for you. It's kind of neat. I like it. I like it. So, okay, I realize I got started late tonight, you guys, but I wanted to sort of wrap this up, this astrology part, with some of the asteroids, with some of the stuff that we've been talking about. I wanted to see if there was anything in addition, if there was anything that you guys had questions about with astrology, if there was something else that you needed me to cover, because I really, really would like to start talking about the tarot cards again. So I did, a couple of years ago, I did a series called In the Tarot, where I covered, I was like, we were learning the tarot together. Because to be honest with you, I avoided the tarot cards like the plague for many, 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 many years. I picked them back up again in 2020. And it was because a friend of mine who is extremely gifted and really, really good at tarot, she was teaching a tarot class for Metaphysical Round Table, actually. She was teaching a tarot class, and she got me back into it because, like, for years I was like, there's just too many damn rules with the tarot cards. Like I couldn't operate with them. And I used John Holland's Psychic Tarot because it was a little, John Holland's Psychic Tarot was a little bit tarot, but more oracle. And so I used those for years and I loved them. And I still love those cards. But now I use the tarot all the time. Like, I mean, really, it's Kat's fault that I'm addicted, and I love them. So I really learned a lot from her, but since even taking her class, I have expanded my knowledge quite a bit because I've taken additional tarot classes. I've taken other people's tarot classes. I've taken some like tutorials online, and just listening to other people, it does make me see how everybody can view the tarot so differently. So I really do want to start talking about tarot cards again. I want to kind of go through them. I want to talk about them. I want to talk about the different decks. I want to talk about some of the representations. And I want to talk about you putting your spin on the tarot decks. Yeah. So next week we can sort of like, I can either start on the tarot, if you guys are interested, and or I can like answer any last questions that you have about astrology. I'm going to tell you, if you are new at studying astrology, I'm going to tell you this will never end. And I don't think it should. I am having the most fun with it. And I've only really been studying astrology. Like I started baby steps in 2017. I really, really moved into it more in 2018 and 2019. And then in 2020, during the pandemic, man, I was taking classes. I took some lightweight classes, and then I took some really, really in-depth classes that one class took me like a year to complete, that I spent a lot of time in that astrology class, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. I loved it. So it was a really amazing class, and it was a very in-depth class. So, but I can't stop taking classes. I mean, Virgo, I like to learn, and Capricorn rising. It's just, it's a whole thing. But tell me what you guys are interested in, because really this show is for you. I want to do more of this. Some people had just were like, okay, they wanted to stop like from me teaching about herbs and like spell work every week, and that's fine. I don't care. I mean, I do everything every day, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I just want to talk on this show more about what you guys want. So if you want to, and if you don't want to like say anything in the chat, I think my cat did something weird to my chat. Oh, well, yeah, that's awesome. He like stepped on the keys. That was fantastic of him. If you guys want to email me, you absolutely can. I do have a new email address that I will put up on the thing right now. I didn't mean to put it there, but screw it. That's where it is. Okay, so this is my new email address, because the other one had some invaders. That's what we're going to call them, whatever. So if you want to email me about topics that you would like for me to talk about on metaphysical practices, I'm in. I'm in. There's so many ideas that I have that I want to talk about on this show. And they're it's very exciting. Like, I'd love to talk about ley lines at some point. Astrocartography, making, prepping, and maintaining altars. I have one right there. The Fox sisters, the founders of spiritualism. These are all the ideas I have. Enneagrams, ENNEAGRAMS. Like women's relationships with other women, friends versus husbands, kind of thing. Palm reading, good to know. Okay, I'm adding that to the list, Kelsey. Okay. I can do palm reading. I taught a class where I have pictures of different people's palms. I can do palm reading, and I have some fantastic like books on here. Then let's see, what else did I have? So I have some really there's some good stuff coming ahead. One of the classes that I took, the astrology classes I took, was with Deborah Silverman, and she teaches this thing called progressed moon. I'd really like to do that. It's lots of fun. Mouse, what are you having a cow about? I mean, really? So, but yeah, I think this is going to be great. So this is different things that describe personalities I find interesting. Oh, you know, one of the things we talked about years ago on one of the podcasts that I was on, was we talked about the thing that you find your love language. You go on to like love languages and you take the quiz and it tells you what your love language is. It's pretty interesting, actually. I know. And it tells you whether you're like an introvert or an extrovert. It's a really cool thing, and I highly recommend it for everyone, especially if you are in a couple. Yeah. All right. Okay, so are you guys feeling good? You guys feeling really good? All right, so that is, if there's something else that you want to talk about with astrology, we can wrap it up next week, and then we can start talking about, yes, and Becky said that too, and I forgot to acknowledge it. It is spring equinox, and I love it. Blessings to everyone. Love, love, love it. Love languages, that's a good one. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a good point, Kelsey. Yeah. So the 5 love languages. So you can always check that out. Dawn, thank you for reminding me that, and because Becky also reminded me that it was spring equinox. I think there was somebody else that said it in the chat, and like I'm just out to lunch because I can't keep up today. So yes, happy equinox to everyone. Maybe by tomorrow I'll actually get my hair washed. So yeah. If you are joining us in Georgia, please come and join us in Villa Rica tomorrow at High Vibing Health. At High Vibing Health at 6 p.m. You can check out the details on Metaphysical Round Table's Facebook page. I shared it on there. Or you can go to Gypsy Soul Surfers Facebook group and check it out on there. It is in the events section of Facebook, so definitely check that out. And I have to thank Carrie Rodriguez again for letting me stream to the Beautiful Witch. I do appreciate it so much, and she has quite an awesome crew on Beautiful Witch, just to let you know. If you guys are ready, we can start talking about the tarot. But if you have some questions, if you have any more questions about astrology, and it is a never-ending study. I love, love, love that, because the lady that got me interested, she started studying astrology in the 80s, and she says she still does it now. So it is a lifelong love, and I hope this is the first of many notebooks. I mean, it's pretty full. I probably should get a second one already. But I love notebooks as well. So, you know, we do what we got to do. I do try to stay somewhat organized. But I think it would be fun to talk about the tarot. I really wish that I could post some of my stuff on my website, but I can't right now. So you guys are just going to have to be patient with me. I have a feeling that the website is not going to be up and running until Mercury goes direct. So probably going to be the beginning of May. Real happy about that. Can you tell? All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining me today. And the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, those videos will be out. They should be out by Friday. So your zodiac readings, if you want to check them out on Readings at the Round Table on YouTube, the handle is Roundtable Readings. It's going to be a great lunar eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse in Libra. South node is still in Libra, so that's where you see the lunar eclipse. The solar eclipse will be in Aries because that's where the north node is, and that's why we call it on the ecliptic. I know. Isn't that fun? So we have that going on, and I am very excited about this lunar eclipse in Libra. So we will. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. And my hair, I finally got my hair done, which is hard to see because they're in pigtails. But I finally got my hair done, and then I just didn't get it washed, so I couldn't come on the show with dirty hair. So that's the cap again. So in the videos, you guys will get to see my freshly blonde hair. It's great. It's great. All right, I hope to see some of you tomorrow night at High Vibing Health in Villa Rica with Becky and our Reiki circle. I am excited. And it's coming seriously at a great time because the lunar eclipse is, the lunar eclipse is on, I believe, I have it right here. Lunar eclipse is on the 25th of March, and it hits its peak at 3 a.m. Lunar eclipse in Libra. So I think that's going to be great. Super fantastic. Then we have a solar eclipse on April 8th, and that is in Aries. That's new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Who's ready for it? Who is ready for it? I know. I love eclipse season. I really do. It's crazy. It's sort of a crazy time. I don't manifest. I'll tell you this. I do not manifest during eclipse season. I don't manifest during the eclipses. I wait until the eclipses are done, and I start at the next moon past. So the new moon solar eclipse, I will wait until the next full moon after that to sort of let that energy cool down, and then I start manifesting. Then I start doing my moon work again. I do not do any of this work during lunar eclipse or solar eclipse. That'd be a no. That'd be a hard no from me because I don't like bringing chaos into my stuff. Texas declared a national emergency for the solar eclipse. So I've heard. Why? What's going on? Is there some weird shit happening? I mean, there's always weird shit happening in Texas. I have a lot of clients in Texas, and my husband has a lot of family in Texas. There's always some weird shit going on in Texas. I mean, it's like a whole nother country. Me too. Great for soaking the energy. Yes. I just don't do any work. I don't do any I don't save my moon. Well, I do save moon water sometimes because sometimes you just need that little bit of chaos, But I don't do any manifesting. I don't do any candle work or anything like that during solar eclipse, or lunar eclipse. Okay, you guys, I'm jumping off. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. I cannot wait until see you next week. If I don't have any questions about astrology, or if anyone has any questions about astrology, maybe I should cover the eclipses or something next week. Just wrap up nicely astrology, just end it, and then we can start fresh with we could start fresh in April with the tarot. What is that? Does that sound good to y'all? So then all of April could be tarot. That'd be fun. Okay, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. I'll write it down. All right. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody. I love, love, love this group. Again, y'all rock the Casbah. And until we see each other again, what are you going to do? Get out there and make your magic. Bye.